We're going to talk about the word for success today. I'm excited about it, and my name is Daniel Rodgers with the Key Leadership Inc., and we're going to discuss this awesome word for success. And stick around, we're going to get started in just a minute. If I could define one word, if we look at many different people and read about the success that they have in their life, if we take a look and analyze what is one word that we can say, that word must be the key to success. What is it? We're going to talk about it. I'm going to read you a short little concept from Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I love this book. Last year, I made it a goal every week of my life to listen to Think and Grow Rich on a YouTube, a 10-hour and 47-minute audio that I got to listen to nearly every week of my life. I made it a goal to listen to it, and the thoughts of success just start circling in your head when you start listening to them over and over again. And we're going to get started, though, but I want to read this concept. Napoleon Hill almost uses it right here, but I was reading a different book, and I saw it there, and then you look in the Bible, and you see it there, and you look in any different area. What is it these guys have, that these men and women have that have achieved success in their life? Napoleon Hill gives us 6 steps for defining a major definite purpose on page 23 in my copy of Think and Grow Rich. I'm not going to read all 6 of them to you, but I want to read step number 4 and see if we can figure out what it is that successful people have. The word, what is that one word that most likely is constantly circling in the mind of successful people? Here it is. Create a definite plan for carrying out your desire and begin at once, whether you are ready or not to put this plan into action. What is that word? What is it? I was reading in the book by Orrin Woodward a week or so ago. In the book Resolved by Orrin Woodward, he was teaching about the PDCA process. Plan, do, check, and adjust. And in that book, he remembered when he first defined this process in his life of planning and doing and checking and adjusting to constantly be improving in areas. And he said, right away, I made it. He said he used the word in there. And I saw it. And I thought to myself, man, there it is again. And then you go to the Bible and you see Peter at the seaside when Jesus came by and said, Peter, follow me and I will make you a fisher of men. And the Bible says the word right there. What was it? I'm going to tell you what that word is. That word, I believe, is the word immediately. Immediately. What is it that defines successful people from people that are still struggling to find the success they want in their life? The word immediately. I believe with all my heart. Napoleon Hill said begin at once. Orrin Woodward said immediately he began applying those principles in his life. Peter by the seaside, when Jesus came to him, it says immediately he left his net. And then you find other times in the Bible when Jesus was calling people to him to be his disciples, and you find that some of them made excuses and gave reasons why they couldn't yet follow Jesus. And you find that often in leadership. You find the people that you work with. Who are the people that you are working with that are ready to make a decision immediately? I was reading not too long ago the story of Shark Tank. Those entrepreneurs that come in and present their product or service to the sharks on Shark Tank. Mark Cuban, Mr. Wonderful, Barbara, and all these people that are there, and they get to present their product. They have 1 hour, 60 minutes to present their product. What is that word that defines successful people? I believe it's the word immediately. What decision do you need to make in your life immediately? When do I start? Immediately. Whether you're ready or not, begin at once and get started towards your purpose and get started pursuing your purpose. What big idea did you come up with? What big idea did you think of last night? What was it? The word immediately. I'll tell you my story. I began first on my personal development journey not just a few short years ago, 4 to 5 years ago. I remember getting started on that. It wasn't fun. It wasn't easy because it was new information constantly coming in. I began to apply it different ways in my life. I was driving for Uber in Chicago and just meeting people, learning better skills, learning better how to communicate with other people. One of my Uber passengers, I remember listening to Think and Grow Rich and learning these concepts of making the decision and then managing the details. I remember one of my Uber passengers got in my car in January, just 2 years ago. Got in my car, and within 8 minutes, I had to make a decision of, am I going to burn my bridges and leave everything behind me, where the industry I was in, that I was working in for 10 years, am I going to burn my bridges and move forward into an industry where I want to be to achieve my purpose? I had 8 minutes to make that decision. 8 minutes. And I was ready. I remember making that decision, and it wasn't even a question to me, because I knew that the entrepreneur that I was talking to was also in the mindset of burning the bridge and getting started immediately. That's a key word. The key word for success in our life must be constantly. When do I apply it? Now. Don't wait till tomorrow. When is the best time to plant a tree? 20 years ago. When's the next best time? Today. Make the decision immediately in your life, whatever it may be. And it doesn't have to be a big decision. It really can be something small, a small, minor adjustment in your life. Immediately. Constantly be immediately making decisions. What is the word for success? Immediately. Let's make our decisions right away and make them immediately.